Yo guys, what's up? It's your bro King Will! Guys, it's your bro King Will here, monetizing his time and also putting out the information that you guys want, guys. You guys see the title? Why men are dying as virgins and how not to die a virgin. How to have constant sex, guys. That's what the hell we're talking about right now, guys. We're talking about how to have sex. So, excuse me 1 second. I gotta light this blunt. Ow, it dropped. But yeah, guys. I'm not even gonna edit that out. Blunt break. Smoke break. Alright, guys, cool. So, the reason why men are dying as virgins, guys, let's talk about that. So, you guys know we have the internet. And on the internet, you can watch porn anytime. On the internet, you can watch porn anytime, right? And you could pay to look at a woman anytime, right? At any time, I could go on the website, I could put in my credit card information, and I could literally like FaceTime this John right in front of my face, and like we could have virtual sex, right? So online you have virtual sex, you have porn, and let me tell you why that's the number one reason why men are dying as virgins. Because every time as a man, every time you ejaculate, you're releasing zinc, right? I've said this on my channel before. Zinc is the key to brain health. Zinc is the key to stopping your depression. Zinc is the key to keeping your brain together. If you're unleashing zinc, if you're spilling your zinc every single day, multiple times a day on porn, you're fucking up your brain. And when it's time to actually have sex, when it's time to go up to that girl and go fuck her, you're not gonna have the energy to do it, guys. Now, when you have sex with a woman and you nut inside her or you nut with that woman, right? You don't lose zinc. It actually builds up your zinc stores. It actually makes you stronger. It heals your depression when you have sex. When you have sex with a woman and you bust your seed inside of a woman, your zinc inside of a woman, it nourishes you. It's nourishment to have sex. That's why people work so hard for sex. As a human being, what are you put on this earth to do? Fuck a job, fuck everything else. What are you made on this earth to do? Either you're gonna reproduce or die, right? We're all gonna die, but not all of us are gonna reproduce, and that's the difference. Guys, there's a show on Netflix called Island of the Sea Wolves. Man, that show is crazy. And that show talks about life, death, and fucking, right? The salmon, they're swimming up shore for miles and miles and miles to get to the spawning area. The spawning area is where they fuck. And these guys are dying in the process, right? The seals that were in that show, right? Like, they're sitting there traveling, getting hunted by sharks and shit like that, doing everything possible to fuck, right? And after they fuck, they're cool with dying. If you look at the animal kingdom, all the animals are gonna die, but are all the animals gonna fuck? And if I'm an animal and I end up fucking, what does that mean? That means that I continue to live on the earth. Well, my clone continues to live on the earth. Now think, I'm about to get real deep here, guys. I'm about to get real deep. What if I share consciousness with my kids, right? What if my dad shares the same, you know what I'm saying? What if I'm just a realization of my dad? What if I'm just a continuation of my mom and my dad, right? What if we're the same consciousness, but we don't know it? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I don't talk to my mom and my dad, You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it mean to fucking have kids? Well, what are you leaving on this world when you have kids, right? Does it mean something to be able to have sex? Does it mean something? Is it a part of our DNA? Yes. Because people die for sex. Back in the day, like in Africa and Europe, back in the fucking day, if you touch somebody else's wife, you was gonna fucking die. People died for the love of a woman. People would die to fall in love with a woman. I think it was Joshua. His wife sold herself into prostitution, and he had to buy his wife out of prostitution. I could be saying that wrong, but yeah, this guy, I think it's Joshua. He had to go and buy his wife out of prostitution, and he loved her just the same. Doesn't matter whether a girl's a prostitute. Doesn't matter whether a man's a prostitute. Love is love, and forming a real connection with another human being is important. Now, let's talk to the passport bros. Let's talk to the versions, because I think most passport bros are virgins, guys. I think most passport bros, they've never had a lot of raw sex, right? Because you're not having raw sex with a woman overseas, right? Are you, like, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to go overseas and have raw sex with this woman the first time? If you are, that's kind of, you got to be careful there. And also, are you ever going to know what it feels like to take the condom off? Listen, I know men that are 25, 33, 40 years old, virgins. They cannot have sex. They're not adept at getting sex. I know men that will never ever have sex, especially not without the condom off. And this is because of the fucking porn. You gotta stop watching porn, and you gotta stop masturbation altogether. Once you cut the porn out, then you could, okay, I'm done masturbating, right? First things first, just stop the porn. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, so, guys, I'm sorry. I ran over something. Oh my gosh, that shit was kind of scary. Okay, but guys, you gotta be able to form a real connection with a woman. Because if you're not able to form a real connection with a woman or with multiple women, even if you're a whole thot, even if you're a guy and you're fucking with mad girls, that's better than being a guy that's not fucking with no girls. I trust a guy that's cheating on his wife, has 4 baby moms, and basically has never been faithful to one woman at all. Then I'll trust a dude that has never had sex. A dude that's been faithful to one woman his whole life, right? Or not even faithful. If you're a dude and you're not adept at having sex, at talking to women, I don't want to be your friend because you have no morals, guys. How do men end up becoming pedophiles, guys? How do men end up becoming pedophiles? Let's be real. The men that end up becoming pedophiles and touching children, right? Those are the men that are not able to get sex. Men without access to sex, they turn to their animalistic nature, and they go get sex how they can. Right? And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, guys. At some point, when you haven't touched the another person's body, right? Your sex loneliness could get so bad in men that they start not to give a fuck whether that's a woman or whether that's a man. You look in jail, guys. I've never been to jail, and I don't want to end up in jail, guys. And I pray for all my men in jail, because I've talked about me going to prison before. I've talked about in one of my last videos about how, hey, I've wanted to hurt people. I've wanted to shoot a gun at people. I could have been in jail right now for the rest of my life. I feel like there could have been 1,000 ways that I could have ended up life in jail, or at least done some time, right? It's not hard to do 10 years. Somebody touch your wife, you knock them over the head with a bat, that's 10 years. But I'm just like, at some point, if you've never touched another person's body, right? At some point, you don't give a fuck whether that's a man or that's a woman. You're gonna get whatever the fuck you could get. In prison, when men been in there for mad long, they get whatever the fuck they could get. And I pray for those men. Because I understand animalistic culture. Animalistic culture is what comes out of pedophiles. Animalistic culture is what it's like, not like, you know what I'm saying, that animalistic culture is what causes rape, right? All these rapes and shit like that, that shit is from men that are not able to have sex. If you're able to have sex, why are you raping a woman if you could just easily get some regular sex? What sense does that make to rape somebody? One of my friends, right? Me and him was cool for mad long, guys. He told me, he was like, yeah, like, older women, I like older women, but like, it don't really be the same. A younger girl, her skin be tight. And I was like, huh? Like what? He was like, yeah, younger girls got the skin tight. And then, a couple years later, right? This guy's like, he sends me a video of a girl, and he's like, yeah, bro, like, oh, yeah, this girl's twerking, blah, blah, blah. Would you hit it, bro? Be honest, bro. And I'm like, who is this? He's like, yeah, bro, that's my girl, bro. Would you hit it, bro? Yeah, bro, I'm about to start talking to her. Would you hit it? I was like, I mean, yeah, she looked kind of young, but yeah. So long story short, this girl was 16, and this guy is like 20. This guy's like 25, 26, 25, 27. And he's like, yeah, nah, bro. Okay, so it's like she's 16. I'm like, whoa, no. I'm like, no. He's like, oh, so you wouldn't hit it? I'm like, no, I wouldn't fucking hit it. Like, no. That's crazy. No, you get in trouble for that. No. Fast forward, I think he ended up cursing her out or something. And she was like, you better chill or I'm a snitch. And he calls me. And I'm like, I didn't talk to this guy that much, right? When I left to the military, I didn't talk to this guy no more. When I left to the military, he started like hating, right? When I left to the military, he started hating. And he would just ask me for money, and I'll just send it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was broke, right? And when I was stealing bikes, right? He was stealing the bikes with me. You get what I'm saying? So, it was like, out of survival. You feel me? Not, like, for me, he was my friend, but I was like, bro, like, you don't gotta date these young ass girls, you know what I'm saying? And I remember he was like, yeah, like, I got like 7 bodies, Me, at the time, I was like 22. When I met him, I already had like 20 something, you know what I'm saying? So having sex for me wasn't like that, like, it came natural. It came natural having sex for me, you know what I'm saying? You talk to the girl, right? You get to know her, right? You take her out, and then you guys have some sex, and like you try to take the condom off so the sex could feel good. You try to make her your girlfriend. So I feel like, and now he's older, right? My ex-friend, he's older. He ended up hitting up my girl on some crazy shit because I didn't send him no money. He ended up hitting up my girl, cursing my girl out because I didn't send him no money. Right? And I had to stop fuck with him because I'm like, bro, like, I can't send you money like all the fucking time. You're 4 years older than me, bro. Like, just because and the only reason I even got my money up was because the military. I was telling him, like, bro, like, you gotta be a cop or something, or you gotta join the military or something. You gotta do something, bro. Because me and him, we were doing DoorDash and Uber on our bikes. We were doing DoorDash and Uber on a bike all day, rain, sun, sleet. I was like, man, you'll get paid the same day, right? With those apps, you get paid the same day, but the money don't never fucking last. I was like, man, I'm doing the hard shit, and I'm gonna like join the military, right? And I end up joining the Marine Corps. And you can see my video of how all the shit that happened to me in the Marine Corps, right? Yeah, in the Marine Corps, it gave me PTSD, right? But with the money that I got from there, it really like got me ahead. I was really able to get ahead with the money that I made from the military. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of evened itself out because I did not want to be on that bike anymore. But I know he's older now, even though I cut him off because he did that BS. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's still gonna be dating younger girls. Like I feel like now if another 16-year-old or 15-year-old's like, yo, like, what's up? I feel like he's gonna be like, yo, what's good? Even when at this point he's 32 or 33. You get what I'm saying? He's 32 or 33, and I don't think he's not gonna get married. Y'all get where I'm going here, guys? It's just gonna keep getting worse. You got 7 bodies, okay, but like, how many of them 7 girls have you fucked like raw? Like, you need a girl that you could fuck every day for like several years. You need a long-term girlfriend to really like get your fucks off, so you don't end up being some weird ass nigga. So you don't end up doing some weird ass shit, guys. Me and my wife went to the club, and it was some weird ass nigga in the club, like trying to grind on her. Every time I'm out with a girl, it's some weird ass nigga in the club trying to grind on her, and she's not asking to be grinded on. It'd be weird ass niggas in the club waiting for drunk girls to do sneaky shit with. That's rape. That is rape. That happened to me twice. My first girlfriend. Not my first girlfriend. I had this one girl. We went out to the fucking club. She was drunk. I was drunk as shit. One nigga just kept trying to touch her till I had to beat his ass. So I literally had to, like, knock him the fuck off for him to. I told him several times, yo, bro, stop. Yo, bro, stop. Get off her. Get off her. Get off her. To the point where you gotta beat a nigga ass. Like, and this one dude in the club, I was so fucking high out my mind. My wife was high out her fucking mind. And he ended up doing some weird, like my wife was like, who's this guy on me? Like, my wife, she was ordering some drinks, and this dude just came up behind her, right? Just on some weird junk, right? And then she left, and she was like, yo, this guy touched me. And me, I'm so fucking high. I'm too stunned to look. I'm too stunned to stand around. That's the problem with this shit also. This shit'll fuck you up. Right? That nigga was supposed to die. That white man was supposed to fucking die. It don't matter his skin tone. It doesn't matter his fucking skin tone. But that white man was supposed to fucking die that night. And it wasn't until my wife and my wife's friend, it wasn't until we went to the other side of the bar. I think he only like groped her. But like, that's sexual harassment. That's sexual assault. You cannot grope a woman, bro. It be dudes groping women. It'd be weird it'd be weird video cameras. People be videotaping girls in leggings and groping them and be on some pedo shit and be on some rape shit, bro. Niggas be on some rape ass shit. And when I scroll TikTok and women be like, men ain't shit, they be like, I love TikTok, because on TikTok you will see black men ain't shit, white men ain't shit, Spanish men ain't shit, Asian men ain't shit. There's themes for everything on TikTok. And then there's a central theme of men being rapists and pedos. Because y'all not getting pussy. And how am I supposed to defend when niggas just be like, black men ain't shit? And I'd be like, oh no, black men and shit. And they'd be like, yeah, I had a cousin that did this, or I had an uncle that did this, and this is black TikTok, white TikTok, Spanish TikTok, every single fucking. You will find a TikTok bashing every group of men for the shit that they do, right? That's some weird ass shit. That rape shit is weird, guys. And it's growing. Rape is going up, guys. People are becoming more awkward. They're just sitting in the house jerking off and they wonder why the fuck shit is fucked up. Think about that massage parlor incident. The white man. Guys, when I say white man or black man, guys, we're all the same, guys. We're really all the same. But I don't mean to be racist, guys. I really don't. I just we need to be real. Like, yeah, I'm black, you're white, we're different, but we need to work together, right? Yeah, you had me enslaved, but I'm not gonna sit here and hold that over your head or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But guys, the man in Georgia that did that weird ass shit and shot up 3 massage parlors. He shot up 3 Asian massage parlors. Why the fuck do y'all think he did that? I looked all over YouTube and nobody talked about why the fuck he did that. I knew from the jump this guy had a prostitution addiction and he couldn't get sex from any woman in the real world. So he tried falling in love with prostitutes and they was like, hey, time to go. Thank you very much, time to go. And those women are slaves. Those women, that's modern day slavery, guys. A massage parlor, that's modern day slavery. The only reason you're walking into a massage parlor is because you can't get sex in the real world. So you're encouraging, you're encouraging slavery. You're part of the billion-dollar industry that is human trafficking. And you're not making this woman's life better by paying her to have sex with her. You're making her life worse. Guys, on this channel, I'm going to talk about how to have sex. I'm not going to talk about bullshit. I'm going to talk about how to fucking have sex. Because as a man, you need to fucking go out and have sex. Once your balls drop as a teenager, bitch, you should be having sex. Because these men that's not having sex, they end up school shooters, they end up rapists, they end up pedophiles. If you haven't had sex in a year, wash the fuck out.